is cold.
Right.
Definitely my top 3.
All right. We got Cadet Behind Barz. Let's get into it.
Boom. So I turned Muslim when I was 15. Yeah, man, I knew what it means, but I didn't know Deen. I didn't turn for hype, but hype did bring Islam to the scene. Well, now I'm Muslim like most of my team. It weren't in my heart, but it was in my speech. I'm a young nigga living in a dream. I can have a book in my bag or a knife in my jeans. Man, I was more into black history. You know, trying to find out about man's fathers, and I can talk about that all day long. But I'm Cadet, I ain't Swiss of a car line. Most of my family is Christian, but it's not like any of them know the Bible. It's more like following suit. Like my nan would have told my mum do as I do, but I done as they never did.
He said most of his family was Christian, but they didn't really know the Bible. They're just following suit. That's crazy. I've experienced that same thing, though. You know what I mean?
That's so true.
Because, like, growing up, we grew up in the Lutheran church, and it's like asking questions about, like, oh, why is this? Why is the church of this? Or why is this? No one could answer me.
Yeah.
Nobody could answer me. It was like no one really knew. It was just following suit, and then it's like, okay, how long has my family been doing it? When did we start just following suit?
Right.
It ain't rocket science when it started. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's definitely an interesting little dynamic. And some people really do know the Bible and things like that, but a lot of people don't. A lot of people literally are just following suit.
But I'm Cadet, I ain't Swiss of a car line. Most of my family is Christian, but it's not like any of them know the Bible. It's more like following suit. Like my nan would have told my mum do as I do, but I done as they never did. See, I was sick from the rose and the book was my medicine. My nan, she had the maddest jokes like, come and give Nanny a hug, you look a terrorist. But it's all banter. Truth is, I didn't care about religion. Bare people take Muslim for hype. And the fact of the matter, I was one of them niggas, man, until I met Cali in the field. They took a nigga that was savage in the field, took a knife out and put a pen in and gave me a purpose, man, it's so real. You see, I went from saying, Assalamu alaikum, for the sake of it, to Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, to a bit of capital and keep on lick. But I can't stop music, it means too much. The gram tempo, my heart beats too much. I know that the shit that I'm doing is haram. I come out my face when you...
Okay, I don't know what he said, but I got goosebumps.
Really?
Yeah.
We needed the Assalamu alaikum,
Yeah.
the longer version.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means either.
I don't know. I just know when I was little, I used to be driving through the city with my dad. Well, he would be driving. I was sitting in the car, but he would buy the bean pies from the Muslims. The Muslim Brotherhood, they sold like bean pies on the street, and he'd buy a couple of them. I'd be like, Daddy, can we go get some bean pies? They were fire. They were like little dessert pies that were like, I don't know what they're made of, but they were really good.
Means too much. The gram tempo, my heart beats too much. I know that the shit that I'm doing is haram. I come out my face when you pre too much, and you ain't gotta tell me I ain't on Deen. I know what comes with the music scene, and if I'm gonna go hell, then cool. There's no better reason than chasing a dream. Like, I ain't trying to sound cliche, but it's the first time I ever chased me a dream. Like, why would God help me? I was like, same nigga with the kitchen in his jeans. Like, I ain't trying to go Jahannam. See, I just want to use the gift that he gave me. But since you like hearing my story is cool, let me tell you the one that made me. Aight, so I must have been about 6 or 7. My mum, she was throwing me a party. It was my birthday and I was gassed. And plus I was gonna see my dad. See, I was a daddy's boy, but I wanted to be. You know, when he was around, it was my birthday. I'm excited. Even my cousin from the East came down. Now he said that he bought me a Mega Drive. And back then they were the lick. And yeah, I told my cousins you can play that cool, but allow me. I'ma go first in the shit. And we said that it'd come around 5. But now it's around 8. Everybody saying that he ain't gonna come. I told him shut up and that he's just late. So I remember running into my room, putting my face up against that window, cause that window's at a mad angle, so I can see when he'd be on this road. Mum said come away from that window. I was like no mum, because he gonna come. She said at least come and blow out your candles. And I was like no mum, because he gonna come. Yo, I fell asleep by that window. The side of my face went numb. Yo, I missed my whole fucking birthday, cause I was thinking that he go come. Now, I know that it might sound dumb, cause I moved on, but it still lives with a kid. But right now I'm 25. And the fact is, I ain't celebrated a birthday ever since. I grew up me with no murky with a...
Okay, I got goosebumps during that part. Oh my goodness. His whole birthday, he was just up, face pressed against the window, fell asleep like that, waiting on his dad.
And then he didn't celebrate any birthdays ever since.
Right.
That's so sad. Ugh. People get on my nerves.
That's crazy. I mean, that storytelling ability is, in a rap, it's just off the charts. Like, we both getting goosebumps on different parts, and I'm just like, at rapt attention, just like,
he's just like,
I don't really want to pause it, I just want to listen.
Right?
You know what I mean? I just want to hear this man's story.
You can feel the story.
Right?
That's messed up.
Yeah. That's a common thing, though. Like, parents in general. A lot of parents, like when you have the single parent, one parent is the visiting parent, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like, you hear things like this a lot.
I had both of my parents there, and it was still like, Dad, when you coming home? I'm coming in 20 minutes. 3 hours later. You know what I mean? It's like some people are just unreliable people.
Right, but at least your dad always came home. You know what I mean?
Not always.
Literally.
Yeah, like sometimes he literally be out till 5 in the morning the next day or something, or be stuck in jail. Have to bail him out.
That's
but
crazy.
I can only imagine though, like this situation, and then probably his mom probably didn't even want to deal with the man.
Right.
You know, because it's like if she's throwing a party for the kid while he's saying he's gonna come and not coming. So it's just like, ugh.
And she knew he wasn't gonna come. Like, not. She probably thought, oh, he might show up. But then after so long, she's like, oh, he's doing this again.
Yeah. And then the kid grows up with, you know, problems. Like, doesn't celebrate his birthday again or any. Like, you know what I mean? He's probably emotionally scarred, and the mom's just like doing the best she can, but she can't do it alone.
Right.
It's crazy.
Cause I was thinking that it go come. Now, I know that it might sound dumb, cause I moved on, but it still lives with a kid. But right now I'm 25, and the fact is, I ain't celebrated a birthday ever since. I grew up moving all murky with a kid. Try to celebrate, but it would burn me ever since. And I ain't even where it gets peak, let me tell them. Link up, I beg you, turn it up a bit, see me. I grew up in Clapham, and that's where I spent my teens. See, I was on Nelson's Row, and across the road was Mac D's. Now when I linked up with my dad, he told me the truth. He told me he was on crack. He was in the dark space ill, but he's moved on. As a strong man, he ain't never going back. Now that day he had my Mega Drive, but he sold it quick for that fiend. I guess where this man sold it? Across the road in Mac D's, it was peak. But you know what? That ain't even what changed me.
What was that?
Okay, I don't know, but he said, like, he met up with his dad, and his dad was telling him what he was going through. And his dad bought the Mega Drive that he said he was going to come to the party with, but then he sold it to get more drugs. But he's like, guess where he sold it? Across the road on Mac D's or something. I'm guessing that was right near where he was having his birthday party. That's my guess. I don't remember exactly.
Wait, so he was going to bring him a Mega Drive as a gift?
Yeah, like a game.
Oh, okay. And he sold his present for drugs.
Yeah.
See, I feel like that, a lot of times, that kind of like daddy issues is how you create a man or a woman that ends up having like relationship issues.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like somebody who's like addicted to sex or commitment issues, or I feel like that father figure issues leads to like so many more issues.
I feel like it could be either parent too, though. Just issues with either parent.
I feel like a lot of times the mommy issues lead to like social issues. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could see it either way. Just from some of the things we've watched, like interviews of people going through hard times. Like some of them have daddy issues, some of them have mommy issues, or never knew their mom died when they were young, kind of thing. Like, I feel like you really need both parents. And
some people have no parent.
Right.
Some people, like, it's one thing if you're adopted, because I still feel like you get some kind of role models. It's a whole different ballgame, but at least there's
and that
something.
comes with a whole different set of problems too.
But then it's like those kids where parents, like my old best friend, that where parents both died before they're 15. You know what I mean? You end up with like so much weight on your shoulders at such a young age.
I know a girl that was adopted. You know her too. And her parents have money. Her dad is a doctor, but her life is not peachy. It has its own set of problems.
And they were probably like good role models.
Right, but I feel like anything other than your two biological parents doing a good job raising you comes with a specific set of problems.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know a girl that's adopted by a single mom. So like she never had a male role model, but then she was adopted. And her single mom was rich, but her and her sister both turned out like alcoholics. It's crazy.
Had my Mega Drive, but I sold it quick for that fiend. I guess where this man sold it? Across the road in Mac D's, it was peak. But you know what? That ain't even what changed me. Even after the bullshit there, that ain't even what made me. A broken man, my dad be, yeah, he used to. But that used to was so used to. Now, let me tell you the man that I'm used to. Excuse you, if you think it's been a smooth route. We just couldn't connect like it was Bluetooth. He'd say a funny joke to make the room move. I would try not to crease like it was new shoes. We'd go out to eat, sit in a new booth. Wouldn't it be a happy meal, there's not a fruit shoot. Who knew that man I'd be rude to is now the compass I stay true to. Feds put me in a box, that's Sudoku. He'd get me out the box like it was new lubes. Interview come, who took me for a new suit. But then I'm just glad I know the new you. I refuse to not appreciate the shit that you do. Are you mad? My friends ain't talk about that ain't a thing, but me, I'm lucky that man one is a king. See, he went from being the guy that I could drop to being the guy that I compare God to. Of course I'm happy when I see my dad, that fast Dane Johnson man when he boxed you. Went from smoking rock to rocking the hardest suits, but that is the man. I just wanna buy you a diamond watch, you know, put a different kind of rock in your hand, you know the shit they done for the kid is peak. I can't even put it in a speech, man, you even downloaded Twitter for me, just so you can retweet. That shit there gets me hyped. So who cares if I don't make it in music? Cause that man there, he made it in life. Yo, Underrated legend, man.
So wait, he's saying his dad. Oh wait, it's almost over. We can just finish it.
Cadet, you done know, man.
Link Up TV, Behind Barz.
Cold.
So his dad recovered.
Yeah, he turned his life around.
Wow.
Talking about all the things his dad was doing and downloaded Twitter just so he could retweet his son and stuff. They wanted to buy him a diamond watch, that's so he could put a different type of rock in his hand. He had a bunch of wordplay at the end, in a box like Sudoku and all this. So he had a bunch there in the end, but I was more into the story.
So his dad sounds like he was a good dude at heart. Like he wanted to do.
He went down the wrong road for a while.
That happens. And then Cadet died. Oh, that's so crazy.
Yeah. But at least they were able to mend that relationship first.
Right.
Not that it's going to make it any easier for his dad. You know what I mean? But I guess it would be even worse if his dad was just never there and then boom. Then his dad recovered, his life got better, and then like, oh, my son's no longer here. Is it my fault that he's not? You know what I mean? That's kind of, it would probably been way worse. So it seemed like he had a good relationship with his dad. Towards the end. But in the, what was it, Closure, where he's talking about his mom? How was his relationship with his mom? It seemed like they weren't on bad terms, but he just wished he would have been, like, better towards her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, took care of her a little more, but not, like, a bad relationship. Yeah. You know what I mean? It seemed like that.
To me, it almost sounded like he resented her a little bit.
His mom? To me, it didn't sound like that. It sounded like, you know, how do I drive past your house 10 times and never check on you? You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Like, he was in the streets messing with girls, doing his thing. But I feel like he felt like he could have been there more for his mom. I wonder if he mended that. Not that the relationship was bad. It didn't seem bad. You know what I mean? I wonder if he got it to where he wanted it before he passed.
He is cold.
Right.
Definitely my top 3. I feel like the passion is there. The wordplay is there. The storytelling is there. Like, there's literally nothing missing. You know? He doesn't even really need... I don't even hear the beat. Like, I don't even know.
You're just, like, paying so much attention to the story.
I don't even think about the beat or, like, anything like that. Crazy. I wonder if he has, like, music videos? Like, not live, but, like, music videos. I don't think we've watched any of those.
I like these stories.
Right, I like them, too. I'm curious about his, like, in a setting where it's, like, entertainment, like, pure entertainment and not so much storytelling, I guess. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thanks, guys, for watching this video with us. Like the video, comment below if you can recommend any more Cadet music, because we love listening to Cadet, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We got mad love for the UK. Until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know.